all the blood cluster together in one lump. They call it blood clots. 90% of the people in this world got 90%. That means the blood clot together and float around in one piece. And if it goes to a place where there's block, you get stroke, or you get heart attack. So make sure, if possible, make sure your blood separate out so that they don't anyhow flow. They don't flow in a lump. You got it? Heavy metal detox. I can open it. I go quickly because when the last one, anybody didn't see the EDTA heavy metal detox? One only.
The rest all here.
The rest all saw it. Right? So
Wow,
I
so
quickly go through the EDTA, but I like you to see the blood. That was the last time you didn't see the blood flow.
But there are people who claim that we've got this negative iron can what break up the blood.
Yeah, temporarily.
Is that correct?
It does help. It does help. Yeah, this one.
Temporarily.
So every day we are bombarded with heavy metals, in the pesticides or in the in the food that we eat, and then in the haze. So every day we take in all this, and the body. The funniest thing is that the body cannot decide whether it is mercury, throw it away. If it's no good one, lead, throw it away. They don't. Anything you put in, it will just circle around. A good one, bad one, they just move around. So this one. So these are the heavy metals: mercury, lead, aluminium. Aluminium is light metal, but it's classified as no good metal. Although it's called a light metal, not heavy. Then nickel, arsenic, uranium, calcium. Just go. This one go a bit faster. Uranium is very radiation, all that. It's very common now in Japan. You see all kinds of funny things come out. Cucumber also got. Huh? So this one is mercury. A lot of problems with mercury. So if you got too much mercury in the body, you will manifest in problems. A lot of our chronic illness are formed by these heavy metals.
Next.
The doctors actually don't help you to take care of all this. They only take care of your problem after it has been formed, which is actually the basic problem. Take away the lead, take away the lead.
Next.
This is calcium going the wrong place. Calcified calcium. These are calcium stone. Then next one is gallstone if it goes in the gallbladder. And then the worst thing is go into the arteries. You get calcified arteries. That means you have all the plaques. This one is the great cause in Singapore. A lot of aged people, people who are a bit older, usually got a lot of calcified calcium. Now I thought about this, but I will explain to you how to get rid. If you don't know how to get rid, then what for talk? You're wasting your time.
Actually, the thing is it calcification or cholesterol that's blocking it?
Cholesterol, white blood cells, everything all put inside, plus calcium. You see, when you have blood clot, when you got this calcified thing going on, they rub against the wall, and then the red blood cell will come and help to replace it. Then one patch every day. So it's all added in. Oxidized fat also, animal fat, oxidized animal fat. So all this, but one of the most important ingredient is calcium. One more. Sometimes calcify in the brain also. They call it brain sand. Some more. This type of river, very nice, very nice circulation. Our blood should be like that. Okay, one more. The red blood cells should be all over, all separated up. One more. One more. Okay, I have two more. This one is the old version.
No, this one is your one.
This one, I have one that. No, you must see the new
The
version.
date is 18th of June.
You try that one.
Yeah,
How come the start?
correct.
There's two
Okay, try click.
See, this one.
Yeah. Okay. But then on top there, there's another one. You
Healthy blood, yeah.
then next to it, next one.
Blood
No. Further up. This one.
The river.
No more
Yeah,
already.
11.
How about this
Slide
one?
11 and 12.
How about this one?
Yeah, yeah.
This one actually can move, you know. But is there a place where you can click, then the thing can move? Yeah. Click this.
Oh.
Click this. Your blood should be moving like this.
Oh.
This is my blood, my sample. To achieve this, not easy. But every one of you want to achieve this, very easy also. Take proteolytic enzyme. Take 4, within 15 minutes you get this blood. But how long can it last? 2 hours. 2 hours. Because your whole blood system inside got a lot of these impurities. They overwhelm it and you become, the next slide, something like this afterwards you see. So it should be moving like this. These are red blood cells. Each one of the blood cells should be separated and they should be moving very freely. You see the movement, very, very nice. Everyone should achieve this type of blood.
So will this lower the blood pressure?
If you have this type of blood, usually very little chance of getting stroke. Because this type of case, how to get a stroke? There's no blood clot. So this should be the type of blood you should try to achieve.
How do you get this video?
It's mine. I
Yeah.
did it myself.
Or you have to have some.
You have a microscope, magnify 1,000 times. Then you must have a software, and then you can capture.
Just a drop of blood.
Yeah, 1 drop.
You can say.
Put on the slide. This one can also help you to do this after some time. After about 1 month or so, you can probably get this blood also. EDTA. After you remove all the heavy metals, you can also achieve this. So people purposely use warfarin. You ever heard of warfarin?
Yeah, warfarin.
Warfarin or aspirin, blood thinner. They force your blood to become like that, but all the red blood cells all disappear. They don't know go to where. No, you can. The whole screen only get 5 or 6 of the cells. I also do not know how the warfarin do, but the whole screen got only 5 or 6 cells. You know, it's quite dangerous. That's why when they say you get a cut when they're taking warfarin, it will just keep on flowing, and the red blood cells disappear. Don't know where. So this type of river, with all the rubbish, it's not what we want, right? But this is exactly what we're having now. Most of us. You look at this type of blood. Okay, next one. This is the type. Most people have what they call blood clots. So the red blood cells actually clot together. Why? You ever know why or not? Many of us, inside we eat these proteins and all this food, half digested, not really digested, goes in the blood and become very sticky. All these sticky substances are called fibrin. Now this fibrin is the one that causes the blood to stick together. So they go around like blood clot. And when you go to a small capillaries, then they get blocked. That's where you get a stroke. So try not to have this type of blood system with all the blood clots. One more. This is where, if you say heavy metal, why got see heavy metal? These are some of the toxins that you can find in the body, floating together with the blood. They float with you for your whole life, unless you know how to take it away. Some are heavy metal, some are, I think this one is probably heavy metal, but I'm not sure, because you must take it out to analyze. Otherwise, but you know that it's not the blood. It's definitely a toxin. I've seen so many types of toxin. These are some examples only. This is quite big compared with the red blood cells. One more. These are crystals. Do you know what is this? This brown thing?
Go.
Huh?
Go.
Gout.
Calcium.
Shit. I'm not bluffing you. Really, your stool. So many people got leaky gut. Leaky gut means your big intestine got hole. So the shit goes through the hole, go into the blood. The color is usually brownish. Shit in the blood. You believe it or not?
What
Real, you know,
disease
yeah,
will
real.
you get?
Huh?
What symptoms will you get if the shit in the blood?
You really, you get the blood very toxic. They
Then
cannot get out of the
what's
body.
the
They keep on
symptoms?
circulating, and they rot. They produce a lot of funny things.
Do you get giddy or what? Any symptoms?
It come out with all the funny symptoms we can never think of. But it started with all this.
I see.
Next time if you are interested, I talk about leaky gut. Leaky gut means your gut, your big intestine become leaky. Instead of preventing the shit from going through, it has a lot of holes to allow your shit to go through. And when shit goes through the intestine, it goes to the blood. And the shit really appear in the blood. These are real, these are not trying to pull your leg. So we have this kind of thing in our blood. And these are of course all the crystals. These are all the hardened things. And one of them is like trans fat. Never in your life take margarine. Margarine is a trans fat. Anything that you see got trans fat or hydrogenated vegetable oil, you will never get digest in the body.
US went to stop it.
Yeah, trans fat. Now then they try to stop. Europe already stopped long ago. Singapore said our too many bread shop cannot stop. Otherwise they close shop.
Because go to margarine because butter is worse, is it?
Butter is better. Butter is natural, but trans fat is artificial, and the body cannot recognize anything that's artificial.
But now there's a margarine 0% trans fat.
Then I don't know how they do it, but last time they used halogenated vegetable oil, which is exactly trans fat law.
I'm taking margarine with 0% trans fat.
Then it's okay, not too
I
bad.
don't know.
Better
There's
you
one
must have
brand. So far I find only one brand.
better you must take
As
this.
far as I know, as long as the word margarine is artificial.
Most of the time, once
So it
they
can never melt in the air.
But you see, you go outside, you buy cake lah, you buy bread
yeah,
lah.
yes, correct.
It's not only the margarine that you buy, you know.
Yeah.
Outside the cake shop, the bread shops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know that all these trans fat
Yeah.
cannot be absorbed, cannot be dissolved in the
Cannot be
body?
dissolved,
But-
cannot-
The body cannot get rid of it.
This margarine, very funny. Long time ago, they said margarine better than butter.
Oh, yeah.
Correct.
And then after that, they do research and they say butter is now better
As
than
far as
margarine.
Yeah.
as far as we know, it can never get dissolved in the
Yes,
body.
yes.
It can never get digested in the body. It's a piece of plastic floating around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Imagine the plastic bag going around in the body.
quite crazy.
Plastic bag is in the soil, 100 years still there.
Long time ago, we buy margarine made of olive oil. We thought it was really good. Then we know that it's bad.
These are very toxic things. It could be a lead compound. Usually lead compound got red color. These are all the, usually it comes together with all these blood clots. Blood is very unclean, like the river you saw just now. That was a river from India. so if you see this type of thing, usually you see that type of thing. Some text. So these are the things that you can get rid of. But this EDTA only get rid of the heavy metal, nothing else. Only heavy metal. This one. Oh, my EDTA. So that one only get rid of the heavy metal. But it's good enough already. Once you get rid of heavy metal, your blood can flow already. But you must take it constantly because absorption is only 5%. Because we are taking orally. But in the US, they go by intravenous. They want 100% absorption. But in Singapore, there's no intravenous. So we take from oral. Okay, next one. So chelation of this. Next one. This doctor, 85 years old. After you take away all your heavy metal, you can carry the wife and start running around. You got this type of strength, you know. After you take out all your heavy metal. These are real, he's still living.
He told me he's going to carry me, you know. Depend on me.
Next time. Okay, these are the things that is helps us. You all can download this presentation and then you all can slowly read. Any question you can just call, tell me, ask me lah. Some more. So these are so many things you can get rid of. Diabetic kidney also prevents cancer. So because when the blood is no more in clot, a lot of things are prevented. These are what he said, this doctor. And he's now 60 years promoting this chelation. He's promoting for 60 years. So he has been taking for 60 years. Now he's 80 over. So 30 over years he almost died. Then this one saved him. Because he was actually sent as a doctor, a young doctor, 20 over years old, sent to near a mine where they have all this lead and all these things. So he got a lot of heavy metal and he almost died. So this one saved him.
What's inside the EDTA?
It's called EDTA, there's a name, disodium tetraacetate. Acetate is actually like vinegar.
So what's inside there, the component?
Component is actually a compound. They synthesize to form this stuff. It's a kind of acetic acid.
Is it chemical or?
You can call it as a kind of a chemical, but although it's a chemical, we're eating it every day actually. You know, if you eat those canned food, in order to make sure the canned food don't spoil, many of them put EDTA inside.
Benzoic acid.
Huh?
Benzoic acid.
No, not benzoic acid. This one is EDTA is called. Ethyl disodium tetraacetic. One more. Oh, now it's K2. Never mind, one more. Vitamin K. These are the brands you can. This website, you can copy it down. You can buy all this from this website. Copy it down this website.
Just now you said, I saw one picture, NSN.
And it's a brand.
It's a brand.
It's a brand. Like this brand is MSM. The brand is called MSM. But the thing is called, everybody has got this formula, but plus something else. For example, like this fellow plus malic acid. Malic acid take away aluminium. Aluminium is a light metal, but also can cause a lot of harm. Dementia and all that, aluminium.
But I remember I bought one bag of this MSN.
MSM is a different thing, no? This one, MRM, MRM is a brand. MSN is a sulfur compound.
It is a powder.
Yeah. This one is a different thing altogether. This one is a brand, the name of the company. Like Toyota, this is a brand name.
MRM. This is
MRM, not MSM, MRM. But they are selling EDTA chelator.
Any equivalent to taking natural things that will take heavy metals away?
Garlic, you must take lots of it. You remove mercury, but not lead.
What about turmeric?
Huh?
Turmeric.
Turmeric doesn't remove heavy metal. Only garlic.
Turmeric very good for skin and digestion.
Malic acid. So you all copy down this address. The first time you buy from them, quite reliable. 3 days they come to your house. And the first purchase, if you never purchased from them before, you get a $10 US dollar, $10 off. So if you buy $80, they'll charge you only $70.
What about ginger, Mr.
Ginger also can find the extract. Everywhere I go, I will bring ginger juice. Now, why do we eat ginger? Anybody knows about this connected with the nerve? No, it's not alkaline. It gives you the energy, the heat. Do you know that
Ginger is anti-swollen. Ginger is anti-swollen.
anti-inflammation, yes. But for example, if you got when we do the backbone massage, when you do the nerve, it's very painful, right? Many of us is because all the nerves become hardened up. So in order to soften the nerves, you need ginger. And also ginger gives you the heat energy. Everywhere I go, I just bring and then drink it. You can cook your own ginger, but if you can no time to cook, take the extract form. This one is an extract of ginger. So this one is very, very powerful. One day take about 10. It's very cheap, no? US dollar about $8 or something only. Very, very cheap actually. Okay, some more. Okay, then we go to K2.
Wait, any questions so far?
Any question on this? If you all want your blood to flow, you can take this regularly, about 3 to 4, at least twice a day. After some time, but if you are taking warfarin, you must be careful because they will make your blood thinner, and warfarin already force your blood to be thinner. So if you take this, you become super thin.
No, that means if people who take warfarin
Cannot take unless you ask a doctor, say, can you reduce my warfarin? But you can slowly reduce the warfarin, then use this compensate. This is better. This one no side effect. EDTA.
People who are taking warfarin, just remember, don't take.
Anybody who is taking warfarin now?
Now they got offer. $16.48.
Good. Wow, very fast.
Original is $39.
Yeah. Actually,
What's the reason why must take during when you're empty stomach?
because it goes to the blood.
Huh?
It goes directly to the blood. In the US, it is confirmed a kind of a confirmed treatment. If you take some people got lead poisoning. Those people working in the lead factory, the battery factories producing battery, many of them got lead poisoning, and this is the confirmed standard practice to eat this to take away the lead. But actually, you also remove the mercury out there also. But they do it intravenous. They put the needle and then put it all in. Any questions on this?
Just now you mentioned this proteolytic enzyme is what?
Wait, I come to that. If you take this proteolytic enzyme, you can also take away, digest some of the fury. After in the enzyme we'll talk about, if we got time, we will do a bit of enzyme. K2 now. We go K2. Okay, next one. Now what is actually vitamin K? Actually, K1 is all the green veggie that you take. But it lasts, in the body, it lasts only 2 hours. And you must take lots of it. That means you must juice it. Take 1 or 2 kilos, juice it to make the vegetable juice. You must take enough of it. And it must be raw. Once you cook it, bye-bye. So it must be raw. And yet, you can last about 2 hours the most. So K2 is to move the calcium around. This is better. Okay, next one. Vitamin K2 has got 2 types. MK4 and MK7. The MK4 doesn't last long. It's actually more like found in the butter, egg yolk, all this. You can find this, but it also doesn't last long. Only MK7 can last for 24 hours. And where do you find it? MK7. K2. You must look. Must find it from fermented beans, natto. Next one. This one. Have you ever seen this before?
Japanese eat this, Taiwanese eat this also, Koreans also eat this.
In Japan, if you give you a bowl of rice, they will give you this one. It's actually soya bean, but they go and steam it. But after steaming, they have to put in the natto bacteria. So the natto bacteria go and ferment it, so it produces K2, MK7. This one give you the most. You can buy in Singapore. Anybody try this before? None of you.
It's horrible.
Taste horrible, yes. But not really very horrible. The Japanese people take it every day. No?
It is made of what? Yellow beans?
Yellow
It's
beans.
yellow beans.
Like tauju like that.
No.
Kombucha, I tell you.
The tauzu is,
No, the thing very sticky, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It is a sticky thing that is like vitamin K. It's sticky. That is the vitamin K2 and MK7.
We eat it with something with miso or something like that, and not so bad.
This one has got about 90% of K2 inside. But you can also eat it from another thing called Gouda cheese. Anything
the Westerners.
fermented, it must be fermented. Or the bread, how do you say? Bready, B-R-E-I-E. These are the 2 types of fermented cheese. What's very smelly. Not so bad this one, but this one very bad. But this one got only a smaller amount. You must take about 3 ounces a day. 3 ounces quite a lot. 3 ounces So then I think take 2 capsules of this better. And not very expensive. How much is it? I think it's only $12 or something. US $12. You just take 2 or 3 capsules of this. Is your whole day requirement. And no need to go and take all those what they call the fermented beans and all that.
There's another type called MK7 vitamin K2, right?
Okay.
This
Is the one. And not this one. This one, but the earlier one better. This one we are supposed to.
MK7 one.
MK7. When you go into the sun, now I'm going to explain why do you need to take vitamin K. People may be wondering what is all this about. Actually, when you go in the sun, the vitamin D help you to produce calcium to make it available to your body. So this these are the, in the absence of course, some people say I never go in the sun. You can still take vitamin D in this form, but you must at least. Sorry, not this one. Where is my? Not probiotic. It's a vitamin D. Is capsule form. You can get it from. Buy the one that is from fish. Fish vitamin D from fish. So you don't need to go in the sun. One day take one can. 5,000 unit can.
What's the difference between vitamin D and vitamin K?
Vitamin D help you to make the calcium available, but doesn't help you to bring it to the bone.
Oh, doesn't help.
You make it available, swimming around, finding where to go. And very often, it goes to your kidney and go to the artery because you don't take vitamin K. So it goes to the easiest place. The easiest place is the artery, the kidney, all those wrong places. So the vitamin D can help you to do all this. Vitamin D2 is synthetic, that one not so good. But vitamin D3 is very. They were already done,
This vitamin K2, can you ask from the polyclinic?
No.
They give you,
Polyclinic only provide medicine, they don't provide supplement.
but they give you vitamin D, if you want.
Normally, they don't even give you normally because they don't provide those supplement type of thing like food. These are
No,
considered.
they give you calcium with vitamin D
Yeah,
inside.
but
inside.
even calcium, some of them they say you go to the dispensary and find because it's considered not medicine. It's considered a supplement. So supplement you can ask doctor. Okay. The vitamin D help you to produce 3 types of protein in the body. 3 types of protein. Now 2 is to move the calcium around, either into the bone or into your kidney or where or take out from the kidney. Then another one is to control the growth of your cells. Don't let it anyhow grow. So people got cancer cells because some of the cells don't behave themselves. So you use. But these 3 protein is produced after vitamin D come into contact. And it cannot be activated unless you got vitamin K. So the job of vitamin K is to activate these 3 proteins. What are the 3 proteins, you might ask? One of them is calcium. This one actually helps you to bring the calcium into a bone. But it needs vitamin K to vitamin K2 to activate it. So if you don't take vitamin K2, even though you take vitamin D, you got a lot of calcium, it doesn't go to the bone. You need vitamin K2 to activate it. If it's not activated,
That means a few days ago, there was a documentary show where they say too much sun, you get skin cancer. And then too little sun, the woman wearing everything all dressed up, you can only see the eyes. They lack vitamin D, then their bones becomes very weak. So it's a bit not going into full detail that you have to take vitamin K2.
Normally in Singapore, the best time to go in the sun is 10 to 12. And night and the evening is 4 to 6. That's where the sun is the strongest. You need to go half an hour. Those people who got skin cancer, that is 4 hours in the sun, 5 hours in the sun.
Too much.
It burns the skin actually. So instead of getting the benefit, of course you produce a lot of the 3 proteins I talk about, but you also burn your skin.
So then you have to say about UVA, UVB, UVC.
Of course,
that's another one.
That one. So anyway, just know vitamin D3 help you to produce 3 types of protein. Okay? First one is the one that will bring the calcium to your bone. You need the vitamin K to activate this fella. No vitamin K, this fella not activated. No, this fella not activated, you will not transport your calcium to your bone. Okay? Any question on this one?
So in short, you need vitamin D3 and K2.
Yes. Vitamin D, of course, go to the sun free lah. If you don't go to the sun, take pills okay. Next one. Now this protein bring calcium out from where? From kidney stone. Bring it out, and from gallbladder stone bring it out, and from artery bring it out. We don't want it to be in the kidney, right? Wrong place. In the gallbladder also wrong place. In the artery also wrong place. So this fellow bring it out. But again, this fellow must be activated by K2. So if you don't eat K2, it doesn't activate this protein, and this protein doesn't do anything for you. You can go to the internet, look for this MGP, and they will explain to you in detail how they take the calcium out and all that. You can download my presentation, no problem. So you all can know all the names and all that.
Next week, microlines. Look out for it.
Okay, so very very important. Vitamin K2 do nothing but activate the protein, the 3 protein. The last one is sorry. The last one is about the cells behaving themselves, like those cancer cells. So those people who got cancer already, they got to take at least 4 to 5 vitamin K2 a day. Not 2, 4 to 5. Maybe 5 will be good. Because their cells don't behave themselves. They become cancer cells, all kind of funny cells. So these are the people that need to take more.
It seems some doctors are not aware of K2.
Many people are not aware.
Doctors also,
yes,
I ask them,
because
they say D is enough.
In the 6 years of doctor training, they got only 2 lessons of nutrition. 2 lessons. How do they learn anything? I went for enzyme therapy class. I spent 1 whole year learning about nutrition and all these things. But in Singapore, you want to buy K2, very hard. Almost all the shops don't have that. You go GNC Bo, you go this, every shop don't have. I tried. No. Because vitamin K is a very specialized thing. Natto. If you want to buy natto, you go to Japanese, all the Japanese food store. But in those raw form. But this fella take out all the vitamin K, put inside the capsule. It's from natto. It's written here, natto. So it's actually a food. The doctors don't talk about food.
But there's a natto tablet.
Also can, but make sure that inside is not just the bean alone. It must have vitamin K2, because sometimes they take away the vitamin K2, just the natto, the beans, no use. But usually it should have lah. Okay. So make sure that you buy the one that has got vitamin K2. Okay. Any questions so far? So the vitamin D3 help you to produce 3 protein. First one is to bring the calcium to the bone. Another one is to bring the calcium out of those places it's not supposed to be there. Another one is to make sure your cells behave themselves. They don't turn into cancer cells. And all these 3 protein needs K2 to activate. So this fellow has got no other job just to activate these 3 protein. But make sure you can produce these 3 protein. Take vitamin D3 or go to the sun. Okay? The skin and the kidney will help you to produce the protein.
Can you tell them the Japanese shop that they can buy the natto?
You want to buy the raw
Star,
form?
the Star.
If you go to the Star, Buona Vista, at the basement one, you see a Japanese shop. Inside they sell a lot of natto.
Not expensive.
$2.40 for 1 stack of 3. 3 you can take 3 meals. You go with the rice, quite nice. But you must get used to the sticky and the taste.
It's so salty.
It's not salty at all.
Salty.
But they give you a packet of the soy sauce.
Yeah.
So
mix
anyway,
inside and then you eat with your rice.
but this one cheaper $12 for 100 capsule.
And then you take how many a day?
2. Minimum you need 200 mcg.
Minimum.
Minimum 200 mcg.
But what about more?
More good.
More good.
But don't take less.
Don't take
Less
less.
not enough.
Not enough.
But it just serve one purpose. It just go activate all the 3 protein.
And you must have vitamin D to get.
Yeah, you must have the 3 protein. If you don't have the 3 protein, what is that to activate?
Yeah. So for all your these bottles, that K2 is the best. The most effective.
You are talking about moving
Or
the
different,
calcium. Yeah, this is the best.
This is the best.
Because K2 move the calcium around because they activate the 3 protein. The rest are not different.
Different purpose.
This one is for different, but take out the heavy metal.
Toxic.
This is like detoxing like that, right?
Yeah, heavy metal detox.
Actually, when you
What's the
say
difference
K, is it
MK7, K2 and this K2?
It's the same thing.
This is not MK7, right?
MK7. MK7. It's vitamin K2, MK7. From NATO is MK7.
Oh, but I have another one called MK7.
MK7 is from NATO. You must buy the one that's MK7 because that one lasts for 24 hours. If it's not
Last time
MK7,
you recommend was MK7, this one.
is it
MK7.
K2?
Yeah, it's MK7, K2.
Yeah, correct.
It's the same, right?
Yeah,
Different, no? This is K2 only, no? No, I guess I
not this one. You better buy this one.
So this is the correct one.
This is the correct one.
Because
The
I'm using this one
MK7,
today.
the MK7 is slightly more expensive, but it comes from NATO.
But it's only one per piece, one per day only, no? Can you take one?
Two lah. One not enough. You need 200 mcg.
Only one per day.
Mcg is
Does
very
it
small.
work? Does it work?
You will not know whether it work or not until the day when I got a friend who has got kidney stone. After taking for 2 weeks, she told me the kidney stone pain, the pain disappeared.
Yeah.
That means the calcium is more or less taken, not all lah, maybe it takes some time to take out. So it's effective.
Today is that one not the same.
Okay.
This one is not MK7.
You take wrong one.
Can I ask you another question?
Ah.
You said removing all these toxins, it's the same as what people say detox, is it?
Is it the same as detox?
It depends what you want to detox. If you want to detox those organic stuff that your body produce, your body also produce a lot of toxic waste. You use chlorophyll.
Or chlorophyll?
Chlorophyll, you take chlorophyll
In tablets form?
in a liquid form.
Liquid form.
Chlorophyll should never be taken in tablet form.
You see, she everywhere she go around, she also have a bottle of chlorophyll. You mix with water. It's green in color. Look.
Again, it's the cheapest at least I heard.
You take this chlorophyll.
Must
If
I
you got bad mouth,
bad breath?
bad breath, BO. You take 3 days of this, this BO disappear. The smile, even kiss and preferring. The bad breath disappear. That means it helps you to remove your organic toxic from your body.
It's a sedum pus.
No, it's
No,
actually
no, that one is for fiber.
this one is actually like the vegetable. You squeeze the leaf, you squeeze the juice out. This one.
This one is from alfalfa, no? Alfalfa juice.
From powder one.
No,
the liquid form.
No, cannot be on powder. Powder means go in
Alfalfa is grass, is it?
Yeah lah, it's not grass, it's a plant.
Plant. What about this detoxic? Put the eggs inside
That is another form is to
Yes,
pull out
yes,
some of
yes.
the toxic from it.
Dilute.
from the legs.
Now this is called taking away your organic toxic that you produce in your body, but it doesn't remove heavy metal. Only this fellow does.
Hang on, this one, right? There are people selling in powder. No?
I ever buy in
Powder,
tablets.
powder, you eat that, you lao sai. Because it's for lao sai only.
There's another one called
The form has to be in liquid.
wheatgrass also got a lot of chlorophyll. But wheatgrass you have to be very careful. It's a bit liang, cooling. Okay, so for those people who got diabetics and all this, very very important. It makes the pregnancy people must take K2. Make sure the bones really go into the bones.
Correct.
Even the baby's bone. Many people don't know about this. So okay, that's all. We go inside. Any questions so far on this
The
K2?
detox, the one, the EDTA, how many tablets do you take a day?
3.
In the morning?
In empty stomach.
And empty stomach.
Anything when you take empty stomach, it goes to your bloodstream.
Is it true that too much of vitamin K can cause stroke?
No.
Because you thicken up your blood, then you get stroke.
Huh?
Because vitamin K thickens up your blood,
Thicken your blood.
correct?
Not true.
No.
Not true.
Not true. Never. It never thicken your blood. It only activate the 3 protein. Activate means make it active. So the only one job that K2 does is to activate the 3 protein. First protein is to bring the calcium. If it's not activated, you will not bring the calcium to your bone. You must activate it first. The vitamin K activate it. Then you will start to bring the calcium to your bone. The second protein helps to activate, K2 activate it. Once it activate it, they will go and start to take out from the bone, from the kidney, gallbladder, artery, you will bring it out. And if you combine these two, wow, the best. You take it out from your, this one also help. take it out.
There's no plain calcium, that one.
After this one, take out the calcium, then you'll be swimming around. Where to go? Use this to bring it to a bone. No? Oh, it just goes well together. This one help to bring the calcium out from the artery, from the kidney, and then after when you bring it out, where you want it to go? This one bring it to the bone. Oh, so this one combined very good.
Down here, anybody take chlorophyll?
Last time I used to.
This one you buy from Now Food, the brand Now Food. One bottle about $12, can make 90 cups. One cup is only 1 teaspoon.
Where is now? Where is
Now Food you can buy from the website. That's why I show you the website.
I heard about
iHerb.com. You can buy from the brand Now Food. One bottle about half a liter.
Now I tell you how good this is, because I've been taking it for so many years for so many reasons. It helps to build red blood cells.
Yeah.
So another thing is if people go on operation or GA or whatever, you get up, they always got no appetite, right? That's because so many toxic during the operation, and cannot clear. So our body is very intelligent. If cannot clear, got jam, the body say I don't want to take any food anymore. So you give people the chlorophyll. The immediate effect is subsequently about half an hour later, the person feel like hungry already. So the body toxic has been flushed out by chlorophyll. Very good. Just that don't buy it
It has got so many advantages. One of them is they bring oxygen to various parts of the body. I give you an example. Anyone have a headache now, drink 1 cup, it will supply the oxygen.
I always got headache one.
If it's because oxygen not enough,
Or low blood pressure.
so
Then this type of heat cause headache, all this.
Let me see. Yeah, not this one. Buy the now one.
Now one.
Now one. Only $12 a day.
1146.
I remember they say $12 only.
The cheapest you can buy in the market.
No, if you go Australia, they have the Australian one and the Swiss one. It's about $10.
You use only teaspoon, 1 cup, 1 teaspoon.
Also liquid.
1 cup, 1 bottle, $12, US $12, can buy 90 cups. Chlorophyll, 90 cups. One small teaspoon mixed with water. Yeah, in water. 1 cup of water. Chlorophyll is to detox your body of the impurities that your body produce. Organic toxic.
Good complexion. Wow. Evergreen, good
Another thing
complexion.
recently I heard also this about this. I see a lot of people buying. They say detox. They got this one French pine bark. It's a
Prednisolone is an antioxidant. It doesn't detox anything. It's a very powerful antioxidant.
Prednisolone very simple. You just go to the pine tree, a lot of pine tree forest, and then just smell. Yeah, that's precisely.
No, you have to take the bark. But that's an antioxidant. That's all.
It's an antioxidant.
Antioxidant.
So what does it do actually?
Antioxidant is to
Every morning you go pine tree only you smell.
antioxidant is to make sure that you remove your free radical. Free radicals. Smelling not enough. The cancer cells are free radicals, are oxidized cells. So antioxidant prevent the oxidizing. Okay, so let me share with you enzyme. But usually
Sorry,
I asked her whether you go exercise in the forest that direction.
ask who?
The other and she said, no, the thing won't go, the thing won't go.
Prednisolone?
Now it doesn't have the good.
Prednisolone, the best way is to smell through your nose. Yes. The fastest way.
But she said it wouldn't have.
Who is the sell prednisolone?
The one who's
The same thing. You're drinking the same thing.
no, this is ginger.
Ginger.
I cook myself. Every 1-2 days, 1 kilo of ginger cut into slice and boil into 4 liter, and I drink them for 2 days. 2 of us will drink. In case if there's somebody who wants to get a stroke, you know the fellow is going to get a stroke. You take this ginger, push it into the body, you can prevent a stroke. Is that good? Okay, so Now we are talking about topic that many people do not have a good understanding of. But if you know about enzyme, I can share with you that these are the powder form. But try to buy those that no sugar. Once you find with the sugar,
less sugar.
try to look for those that no sugar.
No sugar.
Yeah. Then it's
I think
really
those who come from Indonesia don't have sugar added.
Oh.
the best one is from Bentong ginger. The best one. Okay, so anybody knows about enzyme so far? Anybody here?
Cut
Do you?
off lah, very popular.
How about coenzyme Q10?
That is another thing that avoid vitamins and all that. Enzymes, if you don't have enzyme now, you won't last for 2 seconds. You'll be dead within 2 seconds. So our cells, in our cells, we have got a lot of enzyme. They look like that, like ribbons like that. Like those are very much ribbons. Actually, they are proteins. Our body form all these enzymes from amino acid. Without this enzyme, you don't have life. And if you got less life. You got more of this, you got more life. Enough to make you want to know?
So those are sleepy less enzyme.
Exactly.
Those jumping about.
Okay. Most of the enzyme produced by pancreas. So if those people got diabetic, means usually the pancreas is not